to TV Burp. French cat says hello on Raymond Blanc, the Very Hungry Frenchman.
Oh, bonjour, monsieur.
Deflating man on Big Body Squad.
Right, OK, slowly deflate, Andre, if you can.
And very old dinner on Big Fat Gypsy Weddings.
Look at that. See that big gammon joint? That's the way the travellers do it. That's over 200 years old.
Emmerdale now, and Adam was in a bit of a bad mood. That looks like fun. And the cups. Nice one. The same teddy as last week. The 3 vases and 3 cups. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Well, that's just tough. I can't breathe. It's not a real teddy. Oh, very well. Thank you, Harry. On Monday I will repay your kindness. All right, don't milk it. Can I do the next bit? No, you're actually quite difficult to understand. There was a hearse versus a chicken race this week in Emmerdale. And they're off. The hearse, they're pulling away, but the chicken's catching up. The hearse is falling behind, and what's this? Oh, it's an S-type Jag. Yeah, they're fairly evenly matched. I did enjoy Sandy's new song that he's working on.
Oh, there's toffee in my shoe.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a bit of a beat on that.
Oh, there's toffee in my shoe. Oh, there's toffee in my shoe.
Yeah, let's add some bass.
Oh, there's toffee in my shoe.
And a little bit of funky guitar.
Oh, there's toffee in my shoe.
And all I want to do is chew, chew, chew. Take the toffee down to a place in my tummy where it's broken down. It tastes so yummy. That tasty little toffee was a gift from my mommy. And when my body done with it, it come out of my bummy. There's a toffee in my shoe.
Hey, there's a toffee in my shoe. All I wanna do is chew, baby, chew, chew, chew. Toffee, toffee, toffee. Chew, chew, chew. There's a toffee in my shoes. Hey.
Kill that, producer. Ruby Turner! I love Sandy's original compositions. Elsewhere on Emmerdale, Laurel was laying down the house rules.
Now, we remember the sleepover rules.
No being in the bath.
Excuse me?
He doesn't always do it.
No being in anyone's shoes.
Well, he won't do that, will he?
That just happened once, and we're pretty sure it was an accident.
How do you wee in someone's shoes by accident?
He was trying to dislodge the toffee. I do like the new Danish crime drama, Those Who Kill. It's just nice to learn a few new words of Danish. This week, for instance, I learned the Danish word for stony-faced.
Det er reaktionerne, han tænder på. Det er det, han vil have. Det er det, han bruger kisten til. Det eneste, den man ikke kan klare. Ved du, hvad det er? Stoneface.
Stoneface, yeah, it's Danish. Antiques Roadshow now. Where were you this week, Fiona?
Down there, nestling in its own little valley, is Heartland Abbey, which is today's location for the roadshow. Back there is Heartland Point, marking the end of the Bristol Channel, the start of the Atlantic. That way is Cornwall. This is a dramatic coastline with wild weather and stories to match.
Wild weather and wild stories to match. Can't wait to hear them.
Well, I have to say this is a fairly impressive cuckoo clock. Are you a collector or have you acquired it fairly recently?
I've got several clocks. This is the most valuable.
Doesn't get any wilder than that. No, that's a nice cuckoo clock, and I love it when the clock strikes the hour and the little cuckoo pops out with its distinctive cry of cuckoo, cuckoo.
So, we'll see if the cuckoo's doing his thing. OK. So, he didn't really want to do very much there, did he?
1 o'clock, that was.
Right, OK.
That's our pass.
OK, so, right, now, here coming up to 2 o'clock.
He won't go off at 2 o'clock.
It only goes off, is that because it's not meant to?
I don't think it's meant to.
OK, so it only goes off...
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, 6 o'clock and 9, you think?
No, every hour.
Every hour, but not at 1 and 2?
Not at 1 and 2.
I don't blame it. 1 o'clock it's lunchtime, and if he does it too soon after lunch, he might get cramp. The Devil's Dinner Party now on Sky Atlantic. So, what's the concept?
Good evening and welcome. You're here to play a game of the devil's devising, and the game starts now. One of you will not be staying for dinner. Your task is simple. Sell yourselves to one another.
Oh, yeah. I've heard all about those sort of parties. I went to one once. Several couples were there. We had a nice dinner. Then the host said, right, car keys in the middle, and I drove home in someone else's car. A VW Passat. Couldn't find reverse gear for the life of me. No, the concept is a dinner party where the least popular people get voted off. Come with me! So, let's meet the dinner party guests.
What is it you do?
Well, I actually run a training company. I also do some one-on-one coaching, mainly working with people in business, teaching them about things like sales and marketing techniques, but also leadership and management techniques.
I'm Dion, by the way, I'm a lawyer.
Nice to meet you. What area of law?
Personal injury and a little bit of conveyancing, but mostly personal injury.
My name's Mike. I'm a magician, mind reader, hypnotist and palm reader.
Unemployed. So, be fair. No, one of them, Praz, was a dentist. Tricky being a dentist because people just want to talk to you about your work.
It must be frustrating as a dentist that you can't, I assume you can't, work on your own teeth.
No, you can't
You're
really
not allowed?
work. I don't want to say you're not allowed, but I suppose you can't do a filling on yourself. I think that
You can't really see what you're doing.
No, you can't actually do it, yeah.
Right, I'll just inject the right upper canine. Yeah. And, I think I must have slipped. It's quite nice, that. The show is supposed to be devised by the devil, so where does that leave the other fella?
God is the creator, the devil is the counterfeiter. Can you tell the difference? Good night.
Now, I like God, the creator. But then I like the devil, the counterfeiter. Well, which is better? There's only one way to find out. See you after the break. Nice one, God. Welcome back to TV Burp. Jealous Dalek watches Raymond Blanc eat a cake on the Very Hungry Frenchman.
He's a big mouse, huh? C'est un gros morceau, hein?
I want some exterminate. Whistling vomit on the tube.
It can be quite fun in here if you enjoy that sort of thing.
And a noisy grin on Emmerdale.
Honestly, love, I wish you all the luck in the world.
Thanks. I'm gonna make some coffee.
Raymond Blanc, the Very Hungry Frenchman now, in which Raymondo travels around France, stuffing his face. I love French food, don't you? What's on the menu, Ray?
Pierre has decided to whet Raymond's appetite with andouillette, a pig's intestine savoury sausage.
That's all the intestine of the pig, effectively, then put together into the skin of the big intestine and roasted. It sounds terrible, but I'll show you. It's really delicious. It is typical of Lyonnaise cuisine. Oh, the best way to eat andouillette is not to think where the andouillette comes from, and you really start to enjoy it very much. That is fantastic. So, if you're a Frenchman.
Yeah, well, I'm not. The French aren't only famous for their food, of course. No, they're notorious lovers.
The ladies who really know how to lunch are here. First to arrive, Colette Sibylla, the queen of sausage.
I wonder why they call her that.
Les femmes qui savent cuisiner, hein? A woman who knows how to cook and how to give pleasure.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Blanc?
A woman who knows how to cook and how to give pleasure through their cooking.
Oh, through their cooking, yes. Ray seemed so hungry at times, he was even prepared to eat dog food.
If I want to sum up Alsatian food, I would say it's hearty, it is absolutely wholesome, it's big, it's delicious, they are wonderful produce, okay, and you're not hungry for at least a couple of hours.
Yeah, that is quite filling. Yeah. I used to like those little tins of Caesar for the smaller dogs, yeah. One of those, and you make a nice Caesar salad. Yeah. But I suppose French dogs have a slightly more refined palate.
Raymond's next dish is the slow version. Onion tart. On average, Alsatians eat it twice a week.
Well, your Alsatian might, but mine's got bad enough wind as it is without feeding him onions. And what do Alsatians like best?
Now it's time to do what Alsatians do best. Have a party.
Let's get this party started! Onions. Which brings us to our TV Burp Poetry Corner.
TV Burp Poetry Corner.
Raymond's visit is not complete. Paul wants to show him his banqueting suite.
I wonder what George Clark is up to down on Restoration Man.
I've come to settle in North Yorkshire.
I hope you'll be very happy there. Oh, this is a bit of fun. Just winds him up. I was surprised to see 2 sauce bottles making off with one of the menus in the cafe on EastEnders this week.
Gantonosh was over to yesterday. Did I get
Oi! Come back with... that menu. Yeah. It turns out that when Dot's under pressure, she likes to clamp her head in a doorway. It's a coping mechanism.
Sit over here. Walk away, you see? One goes astray and the rest of us follow, like sheep. We have all gone astray.
Just makes her feel secure. I wonder what Alistair Campbell is up to these days. Now he's no longer press secretary to Tony Blair.
I didn't plan to busk at all. I went up to Ayres, this little village where all the perfume factories are. I started playing in the car park and people just started lobbing money into my box. I thought it was interesting. So I suddenly realised I had a very, very nice little sideline.
That's politics. Of course not. No, this was First Love on Sky Arts 1, in which various celebs relearn an old instrument. This week, Alistair unpacked his bagpipes for the first time in years, but was having a little trouble hitting the high notes.
A good exercise when you're playing is use the high A as your guide. If the high A's
too hard,
just clear, that's the right pressure.
Right.
If you're under pressure, it's going to go croaky. For the high A. A wee bit more.
Right, that's the fire alarm. Everybody out. No, it's Alistair Campbell on his bagpipes.
Leave your belongings and leave in an orderly way through the fire exit, please.
It's not the fire alarm, it's Alistair Campbell on his bagpipes.
Come on, Harry, out you go.
But it's not the fire alarm.
Anyway.
For the last time, it's not the fire alarm, it's Alistair Campbell. Last week, it was Sean Ryder's turn to share his first laugh playing the saxophone. It seemed Sean had suffered quite badly with stage fright as a younger man. I suffer a bit with that. What's the best way to deal with stage fright, Sean?
Stage fright, yeah, tell all stage fright, yeah.
How did you deal with that?
Heroin.
I think I'll stick with the stage fright for Sean's sake. Before that was Stephen Mangan, who was reacquainting himself with his old guitar. It seems that Steve preferred to play his guitar sitting down rather than with a strap, and tutor Martin had some advice for him.
I'll tell you what was interesting. I found standing up and playing, which I don't ever do at home. It all just felt like I'd never done it before.
Well, what I do at home is I practice standing up. I walk around the house wearing a guitar.
Yeah, I like to wear my guitar as well. Come on! Oh, on the water, fire in the sky. And now Ken Barlow reads from The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
He who knows when he can fight and when he cannot will be victorious.
Ken Barlow there reading from The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Yes, it's Coronation Street, and how does the theme tune go again, Jason? No, it's more A number of the cast seemed a little confused this week.
Right, you, out before I rearrange you first.
I don't blame you for how you feel.
Oh, that's big
but
of you.
There's really no need.
Yeah, well, I'll be the judge of
David,
that.
come on, now calm down.
Grant, you can't just turn up here like this. Who's he think he is?
Who is it?
He's Nigel Havers. What's wrong with you people? Tommy seemed to be making himself comfortable on the sofa. Maybe a little too comfortable.
Thanks for the tickets last night. It was dead sweet.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant idea.
Bit much, innit? Yeah. And Tracy was celebrating a special day.
The war is over. It's VS Day, Victory Over Steve.
Yeah, VS Day, or Victory Over Steve Day. Yeah. Good job she wasn't celebrating Victory Over Deirdre Day. Toffee's big highlight for me this week was a touching song between Chesney and baby Joseph.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. In my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
When the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be.
Everyone, out please, come on, fire alarm. That's all we've got time for. Good night.